Oh, today it's May 8th, 2024, and I want to talk about an exciting thing in this episode, and it's the idea of free writing. So, what's the importance of it? Why do I even want to talk about it? It's simply the concept and the idea that when everything fails, when you don't feel like writing, just write, just bring down whatever, just keep typing and just write. Because for me, practicing and doing that, what I've noticed is that why we feel like our brain, our mind is not inspired, there are a lot of things that are happening in our subconscious that we're not even aware of. And so when we write, later on when we come back to the stuff we've written, we're like, dude, where did this stuff come from? Like, I'm not even aware that those things were in my mind. How come I wrote them down? So when it feels like, oh, nothing is happening, forget about the boundaries, forget about the forms, forget about the structure, forget about the rules, and just write. Make it free. The goal is to write. The goal is not to write an award winning work. The goal is to write. To write and to write and to write. That itself is the prize. That itself is the reward. That itself is the result. Writing. Just write. Write and fill a page with words. That's the goal. Fill a page with words. Fill the screen with words. Fill the pages with words. That's the goal. And you just write and you just write. So when everything fails, we're like, oh, I don't know what should I be coming up with? Oh, the idea doesn't really matter. Just write. Sometimes it acts as a way to cleanse the mind. Sometimes it acts as a way to dump the ideas. Maybe you will not use the write up you did, but you would have written something. And that thing you've written, you would be able to take it as a launch pad to write something better. And perhaps later on you can come back and edit it. But other forms, writing itself is thinking. Yeah. And when we free write, we kind of cleanse our mind. I don't want to use the word cleanse. I've used it already. I don't know why I said I don't want to use it. But we've kind of opened our mind up to start thinking about whatever idea we'll have in mind. Or if peradventure we don't have anything in mind, to get our mind to start coming up with something. So for me, I'm just saying free writing. While there might be a lot of ideas and a lot of everything, sometimes all those ideas and all those things, all those tactics, all those techniques, all those exercises, they might fail. And when everything fails, just write. Just sit down and write and write and fill a page with words. It's not so hard. You can say, there is a girl, Ade is a boy, Ade is a boy, Ade is a boy. Just write stuff. I was once a boy. I walked down the street called me. Just moved on. Let the words and the sentences intertwine and move from dimensions to dimensions. All the rules broken. There are no rules. There are no boundaries. And you'll be surprised with what you come up with. Yeah, you'll be surprised. I have been surprised at what I came up with. Probably it might be really terrible. Or you might, wow, dude. Huh. I never thought that stuff was in me before. How come well, you never can find out if you don't write it. So that's why you have to practice. That's why you have to try certain things and see what you're able to come up with. So far, the microfiction challenge has been going well, and I'm really happy about it. And we'll continue writing for the next 100 microfiction pieces, and then I will keep showing up, not try. I'll keep showing up because I've made a promise for the podcast. Whether I get listens or not, I'll just keep showing up for the next 30 days of May. Yeah, thank you so much. I just wanted to share this out there today. This is not going to be really long or deep episode. It's just more like what fails, whether everything fails. I forget about structure, I forget about quality, and I just write. And that's what I do. Because oftentimes the reason why I don't write in the first place is because I'm obsessed so much about quality that I'm like, oh, this idea is not really good. I'm not really coming up with good ideas. And so I'm like, forget about those things. Let's write. And so when I realize is that at the end of the day, when I free write, I realize that there are no boundaries. There is nothing stopping me. There is nothing physically stopping me or mentally stopping me from writing. The only thing that is stopping me is the obsession of over writing something profound, write something great, writing something masterpieces or whatever. There is no, that's true. You can literally write anywhere, the resources to become a writer are very minimal. Now, The resources to become a great writer requires time, devotion, attention, practice, and a lot of other things. But the resources to become a writer, to get started as a writer, are minimal. You can get a book, you get a Bible. These things are really, really cheap. Paper, you can get those things and start writing and start scribbling your thoughts. Yeah, they're really cheap compared to other forms of art, probably like photography, being a painter. You have to buy paint, you have to buy canvas. That stuff is really, really expensive. And then when you paint, you buy the canvas and then you paint. And that's why I realize that you see some paintings where the artist paints one painting and then has to paint over that painting again. I keeps painting and painting and painting over one painting. And I'm like, dude, why do you have to do that? Well, probably as a way to practice. But then as a writer, you can actually store your work and say, okay, I wrote this, except they're really terrible that you're like, dude, I just don't want to see them. They make me want to throw up. Like, you just throw them away. Yeah. But other than that, we just have to show up and you just have to write and practice and then practice and then practice because we are our own enemies. The resistance is what stops us. It tells us we cannot be good enough. It tells us that our writing it's no good, and most of the times it's right. Yeah, but then even if like you're not good enough, who said I was good enough? Yeah, like who said I was good enough? I didn't come here to prove that I was good enough. I didn't come here to prove a point. I came here to write. That's what I came to do. So I don't know where you're getting all these points of you're not good enough, you don't have the good ideas, you're not really English is not really your language, you don't even know the language, you can write. What do you think you're doing? You're not skilled in this stuff. You've not even done it before. This is just the first time. You've done it before, but you failed. And what make you think you're not gonna fail again? You just realize that nothing is stopping you from writing. Nothing. Like there is no physical. Okay, maybe I might be wrong, Sharp, but I'm just I'm using myself as an example. If I want to write, nothing is physically stopping me from writing. Yeah, other than that, it's my mind, it's the resistance and all the stuff. So do try free writing and let me know how it goes. It's been Oyemichi Nwakonam from the Buildwriting podcast. Until next time, keep writing.